We have a massive update here regarding Jadon Sancho and his future as Man United have now been officially informed of Chelsea's final decision. So let me tell you everything you need to know right here. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to see you as always. And we have some big news breaking in terms of Man United and Jadon Sancho, as it looks like Man United have actually been informed by Chelsea of their decision regarding Jadon Sancho. And this is something that I did actually state a few days ago, but now it's been reported by multiple sources, including the likes of the Daily Mail, the Mirror, as well as 90 Min, which basically means this is certainly true. And United have now been informed that Chelsea will not be signing Sancho on a permanent deal. This comes after Chelsea's head coach, Enzo Maresca, has decided against signing the Englishman on a permanent basis this summer. It's stated that Chelsea will have to pay Manchester United a $5 million release clause in order to cancel the deal, but they are happy to pay that fee because they believe that he's not worth the $25 million that it would cost to sign him permanently. What's interesting is that even before that report broke, it was believed that Chelsea were going to exercise that release clause, and instead, Chelsea will be looking to then sign Bayer Leverkusen winger Moussa Diaby in a deal worth around $25 million. And the reason why Chelsea are apparently pushing for this deal is because they want to insert a buyback clause in the deal that allows them to bring Sancho back to the club in the future. And this is something that they are hoping that Man United wouldn't expect. But the thing that really interests me about this story is that obviously we knew about this possibility, but it's now been confirmed that Manchester United have been informed. And I wonder what the reaction is going to be from the Man United fans. Some might be relieved, others might be disappointed. In fact, I did ask the question whether Man United should or shouldn't be looking to sell Sancho permanently, to which 52% of you said that they should be selling him, whilst 48% of you think that he should be staying at the club. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree that United should look to sell him? Or do you think that under the right project, he could still come back to Old Trafford and be a success? Because personally, I think that depends on the manager and how they plan to play. If you're a fan of tactical analysis, in-depth stats and everything in between, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified every time we upload a new video. In terms of Sancho's agent, I've been told that they are currently working on a deal with two clubs abroad, one in Spain and one in Germany, which leads me to believe that they could be in talks with either Sevilla or Bayer Leverkusen, who have both been heavily linked with Sancho. With his time at Chelsea coming to an end, though, I think this is a good opportunity for Sancho to take a step back, reevaluate his career, and really try and get himself back to where he was during his time at Borussia Dortmund. Yes, he may have to take a pay cut to do so, but based on his performances over the past few years, I don't think that's going to be an issue for him. However, the most important thing is that he gets back to playing regular football week in, week out, and from there, he can then use that momentum to hopefully get back into the England squad. As for Man United, well, they've made it very clear that they do not see a future for him at Old Trafford. However, they won't be looking to offload him until they have adequate backup for the wide areas. They know that Marcus Rashford and Antony are likely going to be key to their attacking output next season. And beyond that, they also have the exciting Alejandro Garnacho, who is very much seen as one for the future. Not to mention, if they can secure the signing of Kvaratskhelia, then that would mean that they have 5 senior wide players at the club, which is more than enough. So with all of this considered, the only route out of Old Trafford for Sancho this summer appears to be out on loan, and this is something that United are supposedly open to, according to reports, but they would want to ensure that they have the option to recall him should the need arise. And to be honest, if I was Sancho, I would prefer to go out on loan anyway, because it would allow me to showcase my skills without the pressure of trying to justify a huge transfer fee. What's interesting is that the Telegraph also reported that Chelsea had identified a number of other wingers who they would be open to signing. And this was before the deal for Mykhailo Mudryk was announced. So I wonder if the Ukrainian international fits into those plans. But as I mentioned earlier, it's stated that Chelsea's transfer business will depend on whether they can sell players such as Hakim Ziyech and Callum Hudson-Odoi, amongst others. So with all this in mind, there really is no clear indication as to where Sancho will be playing his football next season. But what we do know is that Manchester United will be open to letting him leave the club on loan. The Athletic also recently revealed that both Sancho and Anthony Martial have been left out of the plans for next season, with Ten Hag admitting that they need to reduce their squad size this summer. But the difference between the two is that Martial is open to leaving the club permanently, whereas Sancho would prefer to remain in Manchester, albeit out on loan. And while Sancho might be struggling to find a way back into the hearts and minds of the Man United supporters, he will forever be remembered as a cult hero at Borussia Dortmund. After all, he was a key player in their run to the Champions League final back in 2023, scoring in the semi-final against rivals RB Leipzig. As for his teammates at Dortmund, most of them have gone on to join bigger clubs. In fact, when you think about it, most of the current Man United squad was signed directly from Dortmund, and while some of these signings have worked out well for the club, others haven't. But in terms of Jadon Sancho, well, it seems as though he could be returning to Old Trafford this summer, and only time will tell how the fans react to that. But the good news is that Erik ten Hag and his recruitment team have a big decision to make, because they have a wealth of options out wide, and they will need to ensure that they keep hold of the right ones. For me, I think that Alejandro Garnacho is one for the future. He has all the makings of a superstar, but he needs to be given time and opportunities to develop. If I were him, I would probably look for a loan move away from the club in search of regular first-team football. On the other hand, Antony has shown glimpses of brilliance, but he's yet to show that consistently. I think he's got a good connection with Marcus Rashford, and they seem to work well together. So for that reason, I think he deserves a stay at the club. Then you have Rashford, who I believe to be one of the best attacking players in the world. He has everything in his locker, and he's capable of causing any defense problems. And as we've seen, he loves playing under Ten Hag. So I don't expect him to be leaving anytime soon. This leaves us with Facundo Pellistri, who I believe has a lot of potential. He's spent the season on loan at Alaves, and he's done well. I think he's a good option to have as backup, and he could be a starter in a few years' time. So with that, it leaves us with two. Should Man United look to sell Jadon Sancho this summer, or should he be given another chance under Erik ten Hag? I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Also, if you like this video, then make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon to be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and as always, until next time, take care.